Welcome to Hotspots 254, home of sport, event, entertainment. Leo nimetembea mlango kubwa na niko na a guest here and atajiintroduce. Sasa
poa sana.
Who is Patricia Mutheu?
Mutheu ni member of County Assembly wa Mlango since 2017 na ni demo wa Inter. Yeah. Na sana pia tunataka kudefend kiti tuendelee na job poa yenye tumekuwa tukifanya.
Okay, Mwesh, tell us about your career. Work career.
I started as a web developer and a programmer. I used to work with a company called 3 Months Interactive Media. By then, we used to host 80% of corporate website in Kenya. I was among the first people who did the East African Breweries website and also Tusker Project Fame. So I'm very good at graphics and also bit of coding, though I'm still for now. And then after that, nika start company yangu with my former teacher. So I became a director and I started a company called Sasa Hivi Media. At that time, I used to work with clients like Bob Morgan, Bob Morgan Security, among other top clientele. Then after that, I went back to school, then went to Dubai for work. Then I came back. After I came back, I was appointed as PR and marketing manager for Mathare United. And then after that, actually, I had another first. Not only being the first female CEO East and Central Africa, but also I caused revolution in sports sponsorship in Kenya. And by then I was able to secure a sponsorship of 25 million worth of sponsorship kwa Mathare United na kit uniform almost 5 million. Then after that, I wanted to venture alone because I'm also an entrepreneur. So I quit and I started cooking.
Cooking, just normal cooking?
Yeah, normal cooking. I started outside catering. And my first client was Mathare United. And then anyway, the business grew.
Okay.
Now, due to my rich wealth in sports for development, I was contracted by USAID.
Okay.
And I was called to mitigate when radicalization and extremism was on a high.
Okay.
And this is when also the thought of bridging the gap, you know, from the feedback I got from the people I used to facilitate to. Niko na nipoa, I give a chance in policy making. And that's how I ended up giving a try into becoming a member of County Assembly. I've done few legislations, which I think they're good for my community. Yeah, that has been my journey. But above all, I love mentorship. I love mentoring young people. I want to see people grow in a very safe space. Yeah. So apart from now, the MCA job.
Okay, what are you doing here? We have seen so many activities here.
Here, tunakuza talanta.
Kama gani hiyo sasa?
Tunakuza talanta ya sports. Did I mention I was among the first female team to travel to Norway to represent Kenya in a youth tournament. Actually, we were the first team in 1996. Yes. So hapa tunakuza talanta and I'm trying to create a safe space where kids can interact and see there is, you know, a safe space for them. Yeah.
Okay, another question is, as a former sports administration, how does you think your presidential candidate, agenda on sports is going to benefit them, youth of Mathare or Mlango Kubwa, or Kenya at large?
Definitely. I mean, my presidential candidate, we all know he's an ardent, especially football supporter. So in regards to that, I have no doubt we stand to benefit. And having a legislator who has rich background in sports, definitely, I'm going to push my agenda through the County Assembly because that's what actually you elect me to do, policy making. Yes, and make sure my people and the youth of informal settlement maximize the benefit of Azimio government. Yes.
Future, let me ask you now this is normal,
Yeah.
You are former Mathare United administrator.
Yes.
Future of Kenyan football.
Yeah.
With the current standoff between the government and the FIFA. What can you say about that?
I think I wouldn't want to comment because the case is still on the court. So I think I'll just have to bypass that until I get substantive feedback. Yeah, because what I say here, I'll be speculating. But definitely, again, the 2 years, maybe we've been suspended. It's a space for us to nurture more talent. So by the time you're coming back, then we're gonna have what do you call it? Wachezaji wenye wako experience. And of course, I'm in talks with Kimanzi, and Kimanzi, you all know, used to be the former Harambee Stars coach, Mathare United, and I also sit in MISA board. And definitely, I want to promise the youth of Mathare that their youth agenda is captured, well captured.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. What does local teams need to be able to participate in other competition? Like right now, you see, we had Mathare United, which is a local. And also here in your ward also we have a local team.
Honestly,
they need that.
Honestly, my take. As a government, we need to compel all the corporate companies to adopt a team. Okay. This is another avenue for youth employment. Yeah. You get me? And it's, you know, if we're well structured, I know both parties can benefit. Corporates ought to give CSR to youth from less privileged informal settlements, to say me. You know, like Kitambo, I used to see companies like Donald's, iko na team, Coca-Cola, iko na team, Tusker, iko na team. Now, I mean, as a country, this is something we need to discuss. You get me? We can't have all these corporate making money, and we have 90% of youth who are employed, and we have other ones when you are to form work on our teams, and then we are struggling sponsorship. Honestly, we need to ask ourselves those questions. And I know, like I said, my Azimio candidate, being an added supporter of sports, definitely, I know that will be implemented. And count on my support on legislation and everything that you need in terms of policy making.
Okay, I have another question for you. Your governor.
Yeah.
The other day you were with him, yeah?
Yes.
And you see the state of City Stadium.
Yeah.
And the Dandora, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I've not read his
manifesto. Yes.
Is there anything for sports?
It's an inclusion for any community to thrive. All that needs to be included. So, Peter, stop being ignorant, go read the manifesto.
Okay,
ama unataka kusema mwesha kisoma nyinyi mmesoma? No, go read it yourself. Because wacha niwaambie, one thing, if you have to benefit, we have to know what is in the manifesto, ndio mkuje pia mimi mniulize zile maswali zinafaa. So in the next 5 years, if elected, God willing, I'm gonna practice vast, what do you call it, civic education, and I hope I'll get an organization that will partner with me, and we create awareness. Yeah.
So your last word for Mathare people and Mlango Kubwa at large?
Guys, it's that time again, and I want to urge you, please, choose leaders who have vision. Choose leaders who will put Mathare first. Choose leaders who really, truly care for you. Okay? And I will urge Mlango Kubwa, kindly. Yes. Kama nilikukosea, naomba msamaha. Lakini, ya muhimu kabisa, I'm just naomba miaka hii ingine 5 munipe tuendeleze kazi yenye tulianza, ndio tu maximize hizo benefits zetu. But above all, pia mchague Azimio. Nimesimama na Azimio kwa chama cha Jubilee, yule mama ako na kitamba. Mathare tunawapenda, Mlango Kubwa nawapenda. So God our bless, na mkwe na siku poa na muenjoy ball. Ama ujaenjoy?
Nimeenjoy. Thank you guys for watching Hot Sport 254, Home of Sport Entertainment. Huyu ni Muhesh, amesema vote for her. So
ingine nimesahau. Tuhamasishe amani kwa wingi. Vijana msikubali kutumiwa. Amani. After 10th, imagine vitu zitarudi kwa normal. Choose kiongozi mwenye anakujali. Na mwenye anawajali si mnajua ni nani? Muzee ngumi ni mbwekse.
Yes, that's Hot Sport 254. Vile mumesikia, subscribe to our YouTube channel, kwa pages zetu zote pia. Till next time, peace.